Hello, it's Mara from Houseplants, New Jersey. Today we're going to be discussing the Christmas favorite, the poinsettia. I mean, this plant is gorgeous. Every year I get one, every year it dies. This year I think I'm going to try my hand at getting it to live. My sister experimented with it last year. She did get it to live. She didn't get the red blooms, but she got some lime green leaves. So now I did a little bit of research on it, so I'm gonna read it to you. All right. So the light right now, the way that it needs bright indirect light, at least 6 hours. Avoid the direct sunlight. Okay, so you can put it under a grow light. You could put it in away from a window, south facing or west facing, but it does need a good amount of sunlight. Okay. The temperatures need to be between 65 degrees Fahrenheit and 75 degrees Fahrenheit, which is, I would have to say, most a home from the drafts. So don't put it right by your front door. If you do, you're gonna lose the leaves a lot quicker. Actually, I had gone into a restaurant. They had them. They had like a ton of them right by their door, like right by the front door where you were waiting to be seated. All those plants were dying. So you know, just avoid the drafts. All right, so you water them when the top inch of soil is dry. All right. Um, Allow it to drain completely. Now, a lot of times they come in these little plastic wrap things. You can if these are full, like just pull it out, put it back into the plastic things, and then dump out the plastic thing. That's it. All right. Humidity, you can miss the leaves. So you can miss the leaves. I haven't really misted these leaves. I haven't really been taking care of them that much. But Barry, can I have my black mister? Do you know where it is? My honey bunny found it. Of course he did. He always finds everything. All right. So they have these misters that Barry had found, and so what it does is like it doesn't just spray water on the leaves; it mists the leaves. So you just go like this, and then it fills up with air again, and it just like really softly mists it. So you know what? After I read this information, I think I might start doing that. Okay. So misting, and then dormancy. Now, this is the weirdest part, okay? So, later, so you're going to take care of it like this for a really long time, okay? Then, I would say until October, all right? So, if you could get it to live that long, so all these, like, I think the red leaves, I don't even know if the red leaves last till then, but um you keep taking care of this until about October. Okay, just the way that I just said. Then what you're going to do is it's going to need the watering cut off or wait for these. I don't know if it's bracts, the pretty flowers. You need to cut them off. All right, and then in October for early October for 6 to 8 weeks. So basically until November, December, you have to have this plant in you could use a bag, like a paper bag or something like that. You have to cover it or put it in a closet for um 14 hours. All right. 14 to like 16 hours or 14 to 18 hours of darkness. And it can only be out for like, I don't know, like a few hours of light. That's it per day. And it has to be like on this major schedule. So you have to be very regimented with it. All right. And then you do that for 6 to 8 weeks. So you start in early October, 6 to 8 weeks later, you can stop doing it, but you have to actually keep it in a closet for 14 hours. You have to keep it in a closet and then take it out for like, I guess, like 8 to 10 hours, and then that's it. Then it'll start to grow these red leaves again. All right. It takes like 2 months. So then once you start to see like these crimson, I mean, these leaves are gorgeous. Like these crimson red leaves are just beautiful. Once you start seeing that again, that's when you start fertilizing it again. And then just go ahead with the regular schedule all over again. So, this year I'm going to challenge myself to do that. I want to see if I could do it. Why not, right? I mean, I can't get an orchid to live. Let's see if I can get a poinsettia to live. If I fail with that, majority of people fail with orchids. Yes, Barry, your hand is raised.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
Who nominated this plant to be the Christmas plant?
I think Mexico. I think the Aztecs.
Oh, okay.
I think for some reason, I think like the Christians were trying to get the Aztecs to change over to Christianity and something like that. And then I don't know, we'll have to do a little more research on that. But for some reason, I think it was the Aztecs because this plant comes from Mexico.
Wow, never knew that.
Which is not that far from here.
Thank you.
Yes, considering we have a lot of Mexicans around here. All right, so yes, so light, bright and direct light, temperatures 65 to 75 degrees. Stay away from drafts. Water, top and just soil is dry. Humidity, mist the leaves. This thing. Ooh la la. Dormancy. Reduce watering, cut off, or wait for the bracts to fall. I hope I'm saying that right. Which are these red, beautiful flowers. All right. Which I think I just broke one. Yeah, I did. I broke one right out of the soil. Okay. So, oops, and I dropped it. So, and then pruning, cut back a few inches after dormancy. So that is like right before it goes into dormancy, right before cut off all of these little flowers in here. For color, October to November, total darkness for 6 to 8 weeks. Use a bag to cover or put in to encourage color, or you can put it in a closet. All right, and then start fertilizing when the blooms start to grow again. All right, so it doesn't seem that bad, but it's another plant to take up space. But it is another experiment. Who wants the challenge? Who wants that challenge? I kind of do. All right, we're going to do it. Thank you. Like, subscribe, and comment. Have a good night. Bye.